low competition niche research. Now, I went down a whole rabbit hole, and you'll be surprised with some of the stuff that I personally found. And it's crazy because you would have never even thought about people buying this type of stuff unless you did the research. Now, make sure that you're double checking for trademarks and copyrights. I've done it for you, but you always have to double check on your end. With that being said, let's get into the content. Top research design vault, 180 plus niches. With this, you get low competition niches, keywords related to that niche, trademark and copyright checks. Now, I know that people struggle with coming up with profitable niche research, and that is my goal with this, is to help you make money with these niche ideas. And the way that I'm going to be doing that is by providing more and more niches for you to give you inspiration and to help you understand what is selling at this time and point. Right now, I'm on track to be releasing new niches every week, and that can be averaged between 15 to 20 niches a week. So basically 80 niches a month. Now, once I get that down and have a good workflow for that, I'm going to try to increase that even more to where I'm releasing even more niches every week. And this is going to help you make money. My goal with this is to help you make money at the end of the day. And if you don't know who I am, I've sold over, I'm on track right now, close to over $400,000 in royalties all time with Amazon merch alone, which is almost $2 million in sales. Now, this is the royalties all time, and I've spent over close to $100,000 on ads too as well. So you gotta get an idea of what I've done over the years. And this account I had pretty close to 8 years now and pushing. So I've done my fair share of research and understanding of the platform. And my goal is to help you, like I said. So go ahead and subscribe. $10 a month. If you don't like it, you can cancel at any time. But I'm going to be providing a ton of value back here, so that $10 a month is nothing. So the first niche idea, airplane heartbeat pilot, flying cool aviator t-shirt. Now, this right here, I have a few different designs, and like you can work this type of heartbeat design. You can work this pretty much in any single niche. You can think of anything, any new hobby like this right here. If you create this, it's most likely going to be a top seller in the niche, because this right here is just, over the years of doing research, this is one of the top selling t-shirts. I have a few of them in my catalog. And the overall pick, you can see overall pick, Amazon choice, 172 rating, 4.7 out of 5. Now, it's cool because remember, this is an all white design, right? If you make it look good if you change it all black, you make it look good on a white t-shirt. So don't forget about that. I always say this because it's important that you do that, because then you literally create 2 top selling designs in a niche, because maybe a person doesn't want a black t-shirt, they want a white t-shirt or a lighter color t-shirt, right? And the price point, $19.99. And there's a few different ideas that I'm going to be sharing with you, similar, because there's different types of planes that you can possibly use in here. And the general keyword phrase is airplane, right? Airplane heartbeat. Well, and I'll show you the results for that. But look at this. In 2019, it made its first sale, and then look at that, over the years, just cranking, right? This is what we want to see as per on demand sellers. And if you're unaware what this is a BSR chart. Amazon gives us this right here. So if you see when it goes up, right, and it drops down, that means it's made a sell. Then it drops down. The lower the BSR, the better, because most likely that's when it starts to make more than 2 or 3 sales in a day, right? And it's depending on the time of year. Sometimes some of these designs will be making 5, 10, 20, 30 a day, right? And it depends, if something trending happens, it can be done that way too as well, and you can make a ton of money just from one design. It's that's one thing I would recommend, is when you see stuff like this, it's we run ads, we get traffic to it, we try to push it a little bit more and get it into the algorithm, but it all pays off when it starts to rank into the algorithm more and more and starts to make sales. Now, keep in mind too, you can run outside traffic, whatever way that you're generating traffic to increase the sales of a product or a t-shirt to help it rank organically. It's all going to pay off when it comes to the busy time of the year, right? And we're in that stretch right now. It's we're pushing into Halloween, back to school, all that stuff, right? We're pushing in all that. And you can look at this BSR. The thing is cranking, making a ton of sales. So just kind of give you an idea. So the next one, airplane over mountains. This is cool. Now this is more of this is a heartbeat, but this was when I was doing some research. I found this one too, 4.5 out of 5, 13 ratings. But so it's this is the heartbeat, but then it shows like this mountains. And is it the moon or that's by the moon probably, right? If the sun would be have some little side dashes, right? But looking at this right here, then you have an airplane coming over the mountains, which is pretty cool. So like this is very simple, right? But you get the idea of it. And look at the price point, $24.97. So there's a lot that can be done right here. Just thinking of different ideas, this concept, taking this concept and this inspiration from this t-shirt and then applying it to like another niche, like something with pickleball. Like I can see like, you know, like a pickleball court in the net, right? Or something like that. And just a person on the playing field or hitting the ball or something, or just a pickleball. I don't know, something like that. I'm just trying to figure out what would it be, but just different ideas. You get a lot of different ideas when it comes to this stuff right here. So, and you come over here, look at all-time sales, right? It's made its first sale in 2021, but look, it's consistently selling over the years, right? Which is pretty cool. So something that is simple like this, maybe you can come up with a different idea and think of something like this, the concept, which it looks pretty cool, simple, easy, and turn this into an all black design too. Can make it look good on a white t-shirt. That's one way to do it. And then the next one. So this is like a different type of airplane, right? You're comparing it to this one. We have this right here. And then it's like, this is very similar, like in a way, you kind of get the concept, look at it. It's different, right? But this one's basically, they took a different aircraft and created a different t-shirt. And it's that simple too, because what happens if you have top selling designs in with the heartbeat design, right? And then you just leverage different types of airplanes, or there's probably a ton of different airplanes out there that you can create and turn it into a design like that, right? Which is really, really cool. And we come down, 4.4 out of 5, 56 ratings, Amazon choice badge. Come down, look at the all-time sales. Yep, and this one's cranking too, making sales. Made its first sale in 2019. But look at over the years, remember when it goes up and down, that means it's selling. And then when it stays low, that means it's doing some numbers, doing some real good numbers. We come over here, airplane heartbeat pulse t-shirt. We have a result of 346. So when a customer comes over here and types this in, or Amazon auto populates it for the customer, and then the results pop up over here. Now look, you got some jets over here too as well. All right, next idea. I think you are overreacting. Science chemistry. Now this niche right now is doing pretty good. Just in general, science chemistry is a really good idea to create some designs in. Now thinking of funny different ideas, I think you're overreacting. This is pretty cool, right? You got the two potions, the blue and the green, and I'm pretty sure something's going on with the red one, and he's like overheating or something, or just overreacting, right? that's the funny saying that they're using right there. It's pretty cool. And like a simple illustration, kind of like almost like a, how would you say it? Like almost like a cartoon funny saying on a t-shirt, right? I think you're overreacting. Pretty cool. That's in the different faces, right? 4.8 out of 5, 21 ratings, overall pick, Amazon choice badge. It's come down, all-time sales. Its first sale in 2023, right? Which is last year. Almost been up like 11 months. And looks like it's a consistent seller. Took about a year and it's consistently selling. That's nice, because that shows you right there, like, so it's a new design. So there's still potential over here. You just got to do a little bit of work, a little bit of thinking, a little bit of brain power to understand what do people want in this niche, or if there's something that's funny that you can create on a t-shirt and turn it into a top seller. Look at that. And if we come over here, I think you are overreacting chemistry t-shirt. We have a result of 979. All right, next idea. 50 years ago, I was the fastest. And this is funny. I was laughing when, came across this and was doing research. This is a really funny one. You got the color scheme is like, you have like a sperm cell, right? Going whatever you want to call it, right? A tadpole going and flexing with the scar, with the glasses. You got the 50 in the red, and it's a funny birthday shirt. Min's 50th birthday gag dress 50 years ago. Funny birthday shirt for a 50-year-old, right? And then obviously scaling it out, 40, 50s, 55s, it's pretty much all the numbers. So pretty much, I think I want to say like 40 and above, right? And you're going to scale out every single number, and then boom, you create something like that. But 50 is probably the big one, right? The big 50, big 60, big 70, you know what I mean? 4.7 out of 5, 66 ratings. And one thing you want to pay attention to is when you're looking at this, look how it's taking up the whole design space on the thumbnail. So it's very bold, right? It's making a statement on the t-shirt. 100 bought in the past month. Come down. All-time sales. Let's check this out. See what the market's saying. The market's saying that it sold in 22.2, but it's consistently selling over the years, right? Look at that. Crushing. And then if we come over here, we have a result of 402. 50 years ago, I was the fastest t-shirt. Now, you can see what they're doing here, 50 fast. And they look at beers, and they're mixing beers, different things like that. The sunglasses seem to be a thing inside of this niche. Overall pick, really nice. 133 BSR, 6600 BSR right there. All right, something I want to go over too is everything that I found in this video was I was using Merch Informer, and let me show you what I like to use. So I come over here to product research on the left-hand side. It brings a little drop down. We're going to be using Merch Hunter and Movers and Shakers. So let me pop open a tab for Movers and Shakers and Merch Hunter. So for example, let's say we were coming in here into Movers and Shakers, and this is cool because there's a lot of good designs that are shared in here daily, and just new ideas that you come in here and you're going to see. And right below, you're going to see these are the BSRs. And you know, if it goes up, it makes a sell, it drops down. When it goes up and it drops down, it makes a sell. Same thing, drop down, make a sell. So the more of the up and down we see going on, the better. So let's come down. Let's see what we can find. There is nothing I can do except reach the top shelf. I can't do that. So for that one, short niche, like short people niche, I think in that one. Let's go down to, let's say, for example, let's say funny alien Halloween costume. You can see what they did here. But let's take it's gonna pop open up here on Amazon. That's a cool thing too. So all these are clickable. Come over here. Let's take that and let's come over here into the keywords of Merch Hunter. So, and you can also exclude all these brands if you're, want to keep out Disney, Star Wars, which is really cool. But we're gonna go ahead and just keep category shirts, marketplace US, top 100, and you can filter any of these by using this. And then we're gonna hit search. This is all personal preference, but for this example, I'm gonna show you. And it's going to basically take that keyword alien and it's going to filter all this. And usually you would have to dig into Amazon.com and just take out all kinds of, different listings, go through the whole thing and making sure that the algorithm is giving you this and that. Now we're looking at BSRs. A lot of these BSRs, look at this. These BSRs are crushing. 19,000, 14,000, 23,000, 27,000. This is a cool one. 27,000, but it's just giving you anything with the keyword alien in the title. It's basically ripping it from Amazon.com but making it all organized for you. It's nice and clean right here. These are all Amazon merch products, right? We're down to the middle of the page. We're still 50K BSR. That's a good sign. That means that there's a demand inside of this niche. But there's a lot of inspiration that you can get from this. Just by looking at all this, there's a ton of good inspiration that can be done here. Look at this one. Get the alien hugging the cat, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's cool. So this is how you can do research and come up with different inspiration, find the trending ideas in a niche, which is very, very big for you as if you're a designer or if you're trying to come up with new ideas. This is an awesome way to leverage Movers and Shakers and Merch Hunter inside of Merch Informer. And one cool thing too as well is so for example, say one of these t-shirts, right? And we're just trying to figure out how we're going to come into a niche like this, and it seems like a lot of the designs are very similar. Maybe we can just take this one design, save it. I'm gonna come over here to ChatGPT, and then I'm gonna go and upload that image. I'm gonna come over here and upload that image, right? And then as I upload this image, give me a similar idea to, or let's just do this, create a similar idea to this t-shirt design. And we're going to leverage AI to help us give us some inspiration, basically have it do all the heavy lifting for us to give us, that way we're not using a lot of brain power and we can focus more on the actual creation of the design. And just like that, it just created a pretty dope design. This is crazy. I always get excited. I literally, this right here is not, I'm just press it, and then based off the results I'm getting, you hear me laughing. It's because it's crazy. It's cool. I like this. This is amazing. So that's a dope one. You see what I'm talking about? See, kind of get that concept of the ideas. It didn't put the sun or the moon in there, right? It didn't do that at all. It just went ahead and put some, that retro style background on the background, but it put some mountains in there and it created a whole different design, but it's still cool. And then literally just hit regenerate if you don't like that one. And you can, how are you going to take out the background? You can use, obviously your favorite design software. You can use Canva. You can use whatever the heck you want to use. But this one's, let's try another one. Let's try another one for fun. That first one was pretty money though. That was the one, right? Yeah, they're going all over the place a bit now. But you keep on just regenerating till you find the good one. But I think it just hit it on the money with the first one. And remember, you can download it from here too as well. Pretty cool t-shirt design that it created. And if you want to go in there and edit, you can mess with the coloring on this right here because it's all white, right? You can put that color scheme of that retro style in there if you want, or just leave it as is, take out the background. If you feel comfortable with that, you want to upload it to your platform, do it. Any print on demand platform, this will be a good idea. And it did a good job right there too as well. You can use a photo P too as well to help you if you want to use something that's like a free one, like a free web-based photo editing to take out the background. But I personally like to use Canva, so I'll grab that actual image, come over here to downloads, grab that image, upload it over here. Let me do one thing first too as well. I can actually upscale this image using this tool, upscale. So when I let this thing load up, select that image, come over here to download, dead image, download. I'm gonna go ahead and 4x it, send it right there, upscale. So it upscales the image. We're upscaling that image. And then as we upscale that image, boom, we got to download it. Like now you can come over here. You can upscale it in here too, but that one is a free upscaler. All right, and upscale, you can see it right there. Let me hover over this, 4096 by 4096. As we upscale it, we're going to use this design. We'll do the Amazon merch design, and then we'll go ahead and click on the image, edit image, and then we'll go ahead and hit remove background. Put that to black. Click on the image. All right. I put the background to back so we can see we can look good on it. You can see how it looks. All right. Boom. Upscale. Now, if you want to remove the background, you want to do any further editing, you can do that. But this is just an example to show you how you can remove the background of it. And if you see when I did that too as well, you see me put it back to white. I'll put it to white. It has little specks, right? Little black specks in there too. So that might show up on the printing. So some things like that, you may have to go in there and edit it a little bit more if you don't get, if it's not to your personal preference, you don't like it like that. You obviously want to be careful. You want a decent print. And then you can come on here, download, and you transparent background, and hit download instead of PNG, and boom, it's downloaded. So that's how you would remove the background. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Upscaled it, and then yeah, everything's good. And if you want more niche ideas like this, watch this video right here next. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out.